So you want to become a real estate agent, or maybe you just want to know your options. Either way, I'm going to show you the quickest and fastest way to become one yourself, as well as 3 things that you need to do afterwards to get the ball moving, bring in some business, and then eventually, but most importantly, make some money.
Come up with a plan, a comprehensive plan.
No matter what you do in life, you got to have a purpose.
Never forget where you came from.
Where are you now?
Here in New York, New York.
Why?
What's going on, you guys? My name is Sergio Ramirez. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in New York City. If you guys like videos like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other kinds of videos you guys would like to see. Alright, you guys, disclaimer, I am on Queens Boulevard in Queens, New York. Any New Yorker that knows Queens Boulevard knows that it is crazy noisy all the time. So there are a few check marks you have to hit in order for you to be able to become a real estate agent. Checkbox number 1, you must be 18 years or older. Checkbox number 2, you must have no felonies on your record. Checkbox number 3, you must complete the presented amount of hours that your state is requiring for the real estate course. If you don't know, you can simply check online for your state. So checkbox number 4 into getting your real estate license would be to pass your state exam. And for this test, you will have 1.5 hours to complete it. I personally completed under half an hour. Others have completed it within 15 minutes. Some take the whole hour and a half. It really doesn't matter how long it takes you. Just make sure that you are focused, concentrated the entire time, and don't let anybody getting up next to you intimidate you to feel that you are falling behind or you're not as advanced at them, because everybody's at different levels. So keep your head down, focus on your work, and move forward. Step number 1 to getting your real estate license would be to take the real estate salesperson's course. Now, there are 2 ways you can go about doing this. Way number 1 would be to take it virtually, and the second way would be in person with a physical instructor. So personally, I took the course online. I found this most convenient to me because I had a job as I was taking the course, and with taking it online, you get to decide when you are studying the material. So what I would do is I would work, and on my breaks, I would take the course, study, take notes, get back to work. That's how I best retain the information that was given to me. If you're somebody who likes to learn in person and feels that they need somebody physically there to ask questions and to really feel engaged and retain that information, I would then maybe go in person. However, in my experience, cheapest and fastest way was online. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna type in the course that you wanna take. I personally chose Real Estate Express, and that was through many recommendations.
One called Real Estate Express.
So we both passed our real estate exams on the first try.
Real Estate Express, they've been in the game a lot longer, but they got a proven track record. You're gonna find a lot more people.
And I got it for really, really cheap. It was like under $300.
So you're gonna go ahead and choose your state. I'm in New York, so I choose New York. Select your education. I'm getting my license, I'm not a broker. Find courses, click on enroll now, and it's gonna give you a bunch of different options to choose from. It's not necessary in my opinion. I would just stick to the basics. So proceed to checkout, because all you wanna do is just read and learn the material, move on. It is pretty extensive, so make sure that you're not wasting too much time, but also make sure that you're really taking the time to write down some notes, memorize key terms. So once you move on to the final exam, you're gonna take it in person, and there's gonna be a good chunk of people there taking it with you as well. With me in New York, there was like 50 people in my classroom. This was mask on, of course, and you're just sitting right there in the desk with a piece of paper and pencil and a calculator. As long as you study the material effectively, it is a breeze. So after taking that final exam, what will actually happen is within 2 weeks' time, you should receive a notification through your Department of State saying whether you passed the course or not. So you're gonna go to your Department of State site and you're gonna go check your exam results. This is where you find out whether you passed or not. And as you can see here, I passed it. Awesome, so you passed the New York State exam. Now what? Your broker's name? How do I know how to choose a broker? Who is my broker? Well, that is a very important topic and subject to cover. Choosing your broker can be very vital to your success and the way you build your business long term. Although a good real estate agent doesn't need a bunch of different platforms for success, a good real estate agent can also benefit and leverage those other platforms to help them grow even faster and better. How to choose the right broker for me. So I can make a much more detailed video on this subject, but for now I do want to cover 3 main things that you should be looking for in a broker. The first thing to look out for when looking for a broker to work with and for is support. Now, generally speaking, find out as questions interview. Interview different agents in that company and ask them, do you feel like your peers support you and building your business? Do they feel like they can rely on help from others? Do they feel like they have space to ask questions? If a problem arises, who do they go to? These are important because as a new agent, you don't really know what to do or where to start from. By no means am I a perfect agent. I'm still learning, but I do feel like I have a really strong support system with the company that I'm with, which if you don't know already, I'm with eXp Realty. Now, the third thing I would say that it's very important when choosing a brokerage is your resources. So your resources will be incredibly important because as a real estate agent, there's a lot that goes into just selling a house. You in the first place have to find your client through prospecting. You have to have a system to communicate and navigate with that client. You want to make sure that that transaction is as smooth as it can possibly be. Now, that's not even scraping the surface of what a real estate agent has to go through as well as the emotions that are involved, but I think you get my point. If the company doesn't have the necessary resources, it's just going to be that much harder for you. So the third thing that you should look for when choosing a broker is the split. Now, the reason I put the split last is because the split is important, but it shouldn't be the overall decision maker for choosing that brokerage. This literally does not matter if there is no support for you to actually close on any deals. Some will do a 50-50 split, which just basically means that you take half of whatever commission is made on the sale of the property. Some can have a 75-25. It really just depends on what the brokerage is doing. Everybody has different splits. Personally, in my brokerage, which is what I would use for this example, I run on an 80-20 split. So what that looks like is I keep 80% while my brokerage is keeping 20% of that pie. So why don't we use a $200,000 property for example? Okay, great, this is my beautiful house. So this house costs about $200,000. So on average, real estate agents earn a 3% commission on a sale of a house. A typical total commission on the sale of a house is 6%. But this is split and divided between the 2 agents that are representing both parties. $200,000 minus the 6% commission would be about $12,000. So this would be the total commission paid for the sale of the house. Now this commission would be divided between the 2 agents. $6,000 will go to the buyer's agent and $6,000 will go to the seller's agent. Let's assume that you are the buyer's agent. After that split of 6%, you actually will have to split that again with your brokerage, meaning that you will be left over with about $4,800 and your brokerage will take home about $1,200. Now keep in mind, this is before tax. Depending on where you are, taxes will be different. So that was a small rundown of how commissions work in choosing a brokerage. So obviously the 80-20 split, you would keep a lot more than you would with the 50-50 split. Now knowing how to do this math, let's do the math really fast for a 50-50 split. So a 50-50 split would mean that you get to keep $3,000 before taxes. You want to be fairly compensated, and for some, a 50-50 split just isn't reasonable or reliable long term. Alrighty, you guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you got value out of this video, especially if you're becoming a realtor yourself. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like down below, click that thumbs up button, as well as the subscribe button that you see down there. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that bell notification button. It'll notify you every single time that I upload a video on YouTube. Also, be sure to follow me on social media if you have not already. All links in the description. So if you liked the video, be sure to share it with somebody that you feel could benefit from watching it. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Stand clear of
Peace
the
out.
closing door.
But hold up, wait. If you feel that you didn't get any value from this video, let me at least have you leave with something positive to think about. These are some inspiring quotes that I've come across throughout my life. Love for all, hatred for none. Die with memories, not with dreams. What we think, we become. Make some money. What? Yo, that's not me. You guys, how would you not sit through the entire video with that kind of energy? I'm just saying.